Sup my dudes, Valk here, and today I've spent the past 8 hours going ahead and getting everything ready so we can fully test out the new Miracle Rare Dangai Ichigo, figure out exactly how he works. And dear God, is he a grind. We're going to find out exactly how he works with his active, but you can see I have everything ready to craft a duplicate if I need to, because I've seen some stuff going around with his active ability, and we're going to be testing it all out today. So first things first, let me go over Dangai Ichigo. Let me talk about what he's got some really good categories, and he's the first 130 lead in the game, not counting Ulquiorra, but Ulquiorra only leads Iran cars, and that's not a real team. So this is this is, in my opinion, the first real 130 lead in the game. Frantic Warrior is a pretty solid category. There are some good units on Frantic Warrior. Very, very few. I feel like this category is really lacking right now. But there are some good units, and Adorante is pretty solid. Yuda's very, very good. Yamamoto, Berserk Mecha, UR++, Full Hollow Ichigo is really solid. I don't have him evo'd. I need to work on it. Hopefully, whenever Guts gets his evo, he'll be on it too. Darkness Incarnate, Obliterator, Swordmaster, Devil Power. Very, very strong category. It's good that he's on that one. Master Technique, Sacrifice, Reaper, and Hero. It's funny that he's on Devil Power because he's very, very similar to SR plus Maki. If you go back to Form 1... he has the same ability as Maki, just a different active. Although I think his active is significantly worse if it works the way I think it works. We'll test that in a bit. I've seen a lot of people saying he's really, really good. I'm here to be the bearer of bad news that well, it depends on how his active works. His active kind of decides what I think about the unit. And we're going to be testing it today. I spent the last 8 hours grinding to make sure that we can actually use this unit and make sure we can test him out properly to see how the nuke really works, because I've seen so much stuff going around and nobody really knows exactly how it works, and we're gonna find that out today. So let's get into it. Let's test him. Let's see if I can press the funny button, because right now he has no duplicates. So if I can press the funny button with no duplicates, if it lets me do that, then I can see basically how that works. If I have to go and get a duplicate, I've already farmed everything up for it. So we are pressing the funny button today and seeing exactly how it happens and exactly what goes on with it. I do know it deletes him. I know that much. That much I am very aware of. That much, no matter what, it does delete the unit. But we'll get into it in a second. Let's just enjoy the cool animations and the peak that is Mugetsu Ichigo. Mugetsu Ichigo's absolute peak. I just really hope they rework this active to something different, because the way it currently stands, it's not good. And I'm going to talk about it today. Like I said, we're going to test it. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. And it could test and be completely different than everybody's telling me, but based on what everyone's telling me, based on people that have tested it, that I've seen, it doesn't look like anything crazy yet. So let's go ahead, let's put him down, let's summon, and let's take a look at his animations. That's a cool animation. I like that one. Just 3 simple slices, and then here, I like the noise. And then the last one, Dark Mugetsu. Okay. So next we're going to put him down. We're going to do all this. We're going to max him out, and you guys will get to see. Destroy this unit. Deal damage statistic to all enemies and reset damage statistic. Requires remove 1 duplicate. Right now he has no duplicates, so we're going to see how that works. And then we're going to go ahead and put down Oshi. I think she's facing the right way. I don't really care. And we're going to see just how far we can crank him. He has a decent attack stat. And you got to remember, he's also on a 130 lead right now, so it's going to look really good. So we're going to go ahead, put it to stop, and then we're going to put down Flower Magician, and just see how high we can crank him using all these good buffs. 1.58 million. This is not limit broken, but this is a 115 modifier. 1.58 million and Decay. Decay is very strong. If you guys don't know what Decay is, it's whenever they get below 50%, they deal 3 times damage. It's really, really good. I don't know why they removed the numbers from their tooltips. I could be wrong on the Decay numbers that they changed it, but last I checked it was. Okay, so 2.63 million with all the supports actually kicked in. So let's see how he handles a... let's go with 20 million. I think 20 million he can handle pretty handedly, and I kind of want to see how he goes against that. So first off, let's see this. Pretty dope. Pretty sick. Yeah. And then once it gets below 50%, he just absolutely pops it. Let's go 50. Let's see how he handles 50 million on an enemy. Once he gets below 50%, he should be able to just absolutely pop the thing. This is more than double the last one, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, so he's almost to the 50% mark. You'll get to see how decay works. So now that he's below 50%, just watch the absolute nukes go down. That was a 12 mil hit right there, because it's a multi. I'm guessing, is this 2.6 mil per hit? It might be. It very well might be, because I do know that's a multi hit there. That might be pretty cool. I don't know, but that was definitely a 12 mil hit, and he's the only one attacking, right? Yeah, 3 times damage on 2.6 mil doesn't equal 12 mil. But maybe I just missed something. Maybe I missed something. Maybe there's something else going on there. I don't know. Anyways, time to see if we can press the funny button. Let's spawn in a 10 billion HP enemy. Just a bunch of zeros. It doesn't matter. So now we have a 100 billion HP enemy. Can we hit final Mugetsu? Let me make sure this is on just in case. Active, on. Okay. Alright, we're able to hit it. And 100 billion HP gone. And so is the Ichigo. So now, you can see we were able to replace him. We're able to level him back up. Now let's go ahead. Let's restart it. Let's go ahead and let's restart everything. You guys can see we can summon him again. And then I want to try to test this. And let's see if we can replace him inside a actual infinite stage. Because so far, that is not what people told me. People told me once I press the button, it deletes a unit, it deletes stuff, and it's no good, right? So let's go ahead, let's see. I want to check his stats in the game, and then I also want to check some other stuff really quickly before I do anything. I also want to try, maybe you can just do it in the training mode. So I want to try pressing it inside an infinite as well, where I'm just going to go in there, shotgun press it right away, and then see what happens. And basically see exactly how he works. Because like I said, I've seen a lot of people saying he deletes the unit. So he should be -1 dupe right now, right? Like he should be gone, essentially. He should be virtually unusable. Or straight up unusable. So let's see. So Dangai Ichigo. 0 dupes. 0 everything. Just 0, 0. So this is pretty much set in stone that he didn't consume a dupe. So let me go into an infinite now and see if I can use that there. I'm going to go ahead and turn effects off because I don't need to see any effects. Going to keep actives on because I ain't going to lie. Every time I press this button, if I actually got to spend a dupe to do it, I want it to be good looking. So let's go ahead. Let's run an infinite really quickly. Let's just run on normal. Let's bring in Dennis for this last one here. Dennis, just run a bunch of money units because we're just trying to... we're only trying to really get Dangai Ichigo up and running. So let's go in the snow hill. Let's go normal, create. And we're just trying to hit Mugetsu and just basically see how Mugetsu works. So we're just going to do this and see exactly what we can get him to do, essentially, and see if like Mugetsu is going to work inside of a regular stage as well. And yeah, I'm genuinely curious to see how this works. To see if like it's going to allow me to place the units, see if I got to go craft another one, see if it's even going to let me hit the button. I'm really curious to see how it works and basically go from there. So let's go ahead, let's set up back here. Look at the stage, nice and pretty. I can go ahead and turn the graphics down now. Now that we've gotten the little pretty showcase out of the way, now we're testing functionality and form over function, or whatever they say. So however the saying goes. So now we're going to put that down. We're going to go ahead, put an idle down right here. Then we're going to ready up, auto, 1, 2, 3, and do this. And one more. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Give me my Dennises. Yeah. I love Dennis. A lot of people ask me like how to get Dennis where he gives so much money. I'm gonna be real, you just Evo him. Evo him, then put him back to Form 1. And he gives a ton of money like that. Lots of money. So let's go ahead, let's level up this Ichigo a little bit now. just to help him, because on starting, his little circle is pretty rough. That is a very rough circle to start with, so let's just level him up a little bit, just to make his circle bigger. So he can actually handle the waves much easier. That should help him out a good little bit. So now we can focus back on our money. I love money, yeah. Woo. Alright, then we're going to level this up, level this up. Then we're going to level up Investigator over here. This Investigator is actually pretty cheap to get maxed out in comparison to Idle there. Idle is kind of expensive, so we're going to probably do that last. So now we're going to do this, start leveling this up some more, and make it so we get our line, and now that we have our line, we should be good to go. So now we're going to do this, upgrade this, and then we're going to upgrade Idle the rest of the way. And we should be good to go. Ichigo should go ahead and start ramping up to a point where he can just take out everything. Yeah. So now that that's done, and now we're going to go ahead and finish maxing out Ichigo. We have our 72k. We're going to go ahead and put this down so he has more range. So we got to worry about that. All right, cool. So now we get to find out how the nuke works. Because now we're just going to hang out till we have enough money to fund our nuclear ambitions. And we're going to see exactly how this nuke works whenever we get this last upgrade at 145.2k. It'll be soon. And we'll get to see if we're able to consume it. If maybe training mode's different. If training mode lets you hit the button anyway, so you can just see it in training mode. Or if we can hit the button again at all. If I can't hit the button here, then I'm going to try to go ahead in training mode and see what happens there. So here we're going to do this. Let's just shotgun it right away. You can see it's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do the button at all. So here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing the button, I'm guessing if you use it in training mode, it does not consume the dupe. However, let's go ahead now. Let's head on back. Let's craft a duplicate of it. Let's craft this dupe and see if it consumes the dupe inside an actual run. And this is going to be exactly what I was talking about when I started the video. He's rough. He's really rough because of what it takes to actually use that nuclear bomb of an ability inside an actual run. What it takes to be able to use that ability is the fact that you have to have a duplicate. You have to have it. And if you don't have a duplicate, you cannot use the ability. But you can still use him. So I've seen a lot of people, I've seen some stuff going around that people saying it deletes the unit. It does not. It deletes the duplicate of the unit. So let's go ahead. Let's craft another Dangai Ichigo. Craft it. We get this cool little cutscene that I wish it worked right. But this is a dope cutscene. I do like this a lot. It's a little loud though, I ain't gonna lie. Let me turn that down some for you guys. Mostly because copyrighted music. But this is a cool little cutscene. I think it's pretty dope. Like I said, I like it a lot. And this is basically what you're going to be looking at a lot if you really like Dangai Ichigo and you want to use Mugetsu a ton. I really hope that they do rework the way Mugetsu works right now, because it's a cool ability. It's a cool move. It's a cool everything. It's just not very good because it's not really practical to spend like 2 to 3 hours per nuclear bomb press. So while it's a very strong ability, it's easily the strongest nuke in the game. It's not really viable. It's not really feasible. It's not really something that you can expect the average person to really like try to accomplish, because nobody's going to go craft a ton of Dangai Ichigos. So now here you can see, if I go to Dangai Ichigo, you can see I have duplicate summon 1. So now if I go back to that infinite I did, if I go back to another infinite, now if I put him down, I should be able to actually press the button and it'll consume the dupe. And then if we come back out and we check, we should be able to have, or we should have no dupes whatsoever. And that in lies the issue, because each press of that button is 2 to 3 hours of real time spent grinding the game. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I timed it. It is 2 to 3 hours, depending on your luck with drops, of actual time grinding the game to be able to press this button. I don't like that. I think that's really bad design, and I really hope they fix it. It shouldn't be so arduous that you have to grind up so much to be able to actually press this button. So let's go ahead. Let's see if it works the way as advertised, as I've been told many times that it does delete the duplicate. Now that we have a dupe on him, we should be able to press the button, because I tried pressing the button before couldn't press it. So we should be able to press the button now. So let's go ahead and let's test and see exactly how this works. Boy, oh boy, I sure do love this.
I love it. I love grinding the same unit.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, the 2 to 3 hours I spent grinding him the second time around, oh, it was so unfun. Oh, I put on insane. It should be fine, right? Right. I'll just have to actually start building him very quickly. It should be perfectly fine, just running on insane. I just have to build him up very fast and then start with the money very, very quickly. So yeah, that's the only downside. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna buy some food, upgrade him some more. I just want to get him to his line, and then I'll go back to focusing on the money. Yeah, one more. Go ahead, feed. I didn't mean to put on insane, but it doesn't really matter. It generally doesn't matter what I have him on. Insane does give more money per wave, so it's not a total loss. Let's go and do this, do this, do this, do this. Feed. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Let me upgrade you, upgrade you. Okay, that's done. And now we just focus on idle. Get idle upgraded. Once idle's maxed out, then we just put down a flower magician to help down with feeding and to help down with the range, so that he has more range, so they can't press him so easily. So now we do this, we do this, we do this. I'm not gonna lie to you two, my brain is fried. Like, my brain's absolutely fried after grinding all this. So, let's go ahead, let's try to press the funny button. See if we can press the funny button, and if we do, then... If we can press the funny button, then we're going... Or once we do press the funny button, we're going to go back out, and then we're going to go look at our total duplicates. You can see we went into this with having one dupe on him, and we're going to see if it allows us to press the button. And I'm going to make sure my cutscenes is on. Oh, hello. Anyways, let me go ahead and put it on 1 times speed because I want to watch this. Make sure my actress is on. And bada bing. Bada boom. Alright. Mugetsu. Look at Mugetsu. And then he's gone. And then I can just place him back, right? But now, let me go and see. Let's go see now exactly how many... Like, let's see if he still has that duplicate on him. Because he had 1 dupe going into that. I couldn't press the button with 0 dupes. You can press it in training mode all you want. But I couldn't press the button in an actual match with 0 dupes. So now I'm seeing if I could press it with 1 dupe. And how many duplicates I have now that I pressed it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think he's just a slightly worse Maki. I think he's slightly worse Maki. I do think he's a solid unit. I think he's good. I don't think he's awful. But I am very, very burned. Personally, I'm very burned on that nuke and how it works. So you can see duplicate summon 0. He no longer has a dupe. I can no longer go into an actual stage and press the Mugetsu button. It won't let me press the button. It doesn't work. Yeah. Sucks. I think Decay with his attack stat is pretty nice. He has a good leader skill. It just... The nuke thing, they gotta change that, dude. They gotta change the nuke. They gotta change the way it works. The way it works right now, 2 to 3 hours for 1 button press. It's... Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Am I right? Am I wrong? I think he's an okay unit on top of it. I don't think he's, like I said, I think he's slightly worse Secret Rare Makima, because at least Makima has her orbital cannon that she actually does a really good nuke on. I think he's just a little bit worse than that. He has a better attack stat than her, and a better leader skill than her, but I think he's a little bit worse because his active skill is so arduous to actually use, whereas Makima's, it's very easy. You just press the button once every time. It's a very easy damage requirement too. You're going to reach it almost every run. For him, though, yeah, he's something that you're really only going to go after for leaderboard. You're never going to see Mugetsu if you don't care about leaderboard. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.